is the VNO podcast.
We don't.
I am Zike.
We don't even know if that's the real name yet.
Oh,
We'll make it work.
We don't
Let's
have
roll
a
with it.
name. Oh my god. All right. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, Zike. Go ahead. Continue.
So, this is the beta version of maybe the VNO podcast. Who knows? Who knows what we'll call it?
Episode
I'm sure
0.
the video will have a title. But I am Zike. I'm one of the staff members for VNO, if that's what we're even going to talk about. I enjoy fighting games, RPGs, and wearing my Fatal Fury hat.
Weeb.
Man, I'm gonna.
I'm Cronnicossy. You may already know me from the rest of the channels. Rest of the videos on the channel. Silent the Fighters is a good game. That's all I gotta say. Actually,
It's a fighting game.
it is a fighting game, and that's all you need to know. Hey, Mark, how you doing?
I'm Mark, not Markiplier. I like RPGs, I guess.
Uh-huh.
I'm not any staff member on VNO. Yeah.
You're an animator.
No, but he's a cool guy.
He's an animator.
Cool guy.
Okay, so if that's all you gotta say, my name's Aaron Woolwine. If it wasn't obvious enough, I host VNO, or at least sometimes I do, depending on how much I'm pissed off. And what I like to do is I like to play fighting games and MMOs, and then talk about dead dreams, like my social life right now. And, I'm just a generally good guy most of the time.
Yeah, didn't you used to, like, do something for AO or something? I completely forgot.
Oh, wait, what's AO again?
Fuck.
Yeah, that thing that's completely dead.
Apples to oranges? No?
Anus Online?
That's what I thought.
Okay. I don't
Yeah,
really
that
like
sounds
to
like-
touch Anus Online.
Ah.
Especially since I think it's a home for 4chan users. I can't remember.
It sounds like some weird dating site.
Oh, I'll show you.
Anus Online?
Anus Online.
That's not a dating site. That's a hookup site. It sounds like.
So yeah, I don't know anything about.
That's one of those
Anus
sites that's advertised
Online.
on Pornhub,
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is like a porn site or something. I don't
along
know.
with horseporn.com.
Oh god.
I'll look that up later.
No, don't.
Anyway, so what brought us fine gentlemen here today? What are we going to talk about?
That's actually a good fucking question. We have a very loose topic list here. Very loose.
Okay, so we'll start off with Cron. What have you been doing this week?
Well, actually, I did play that game that you gave me the guest pass for, Black
Yeah,
Desert
I gave you
Online.
a guest pass for Black Desert Online. What'd you think
Yeah.
of it?
Well, I made my character. I couldn't make Soul Batgirl because they didn't have a good hair. So I tried as best as I can, and I gotta say that character creator is absolutely splendid. Maybe a little too detailed for someone who doesn't really care that much like me. But holy shit, I gotta say that thing was legit. And the in-game models look, I know I said it before, but it looks great. They all look great. They look like a console game, like AAA.
It looks like The Witcher. It looks like The Witcher 3.
It looks really, really, really good. And I like the controls. I like that you can just press T to auto-navigate, basically, to wherever you have to go. The combat was okay. I mean, I don't know, like, what MMOs like that's combat is. Like, I don't know, like, World of Warcraft, I don't know, FF14. It definitely seemed kind of like Dragon Nest, but not quite. I don't know. It was alright. It was pretty good. Unfortunately, Zach, I gotta tell you, it made my computer red, like a rocket. Like, it was so hot, I was scared to keep running it. I won't lie to you.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
It just, it set your computer literally on fire.
No, well, not literally, but like it was so hot and the fan was so loud, I was scared to keep it on for too long. So and that was on low settings. So I was like, fuck. So I turned it off
told
after
you,
a while.
See,
that
he had
game
it.
is very computer intensive.
Yeah. But go on.
Don't get me wrong, it's great, it's amazing, but it is not for the faint of computer. Like, if you're gonna run that game, your computer just has to be beefy enough to take it. That is the biggest downside of Black Desert Online.
Wool's
Like,
computer
the
can
character
probably run
models
it.
look great. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, my computer could probably handle it.
Don't you have
I mean,
like
if it
a?
can handle the Division on 60 FPS, I'm pretty sure it can handle Black Desert Online.
Yeah, it was cool though. I enjoyed it. How about you, Will? What have you been doing with your super duper liquid cooled MLG 42069 pussy wetter computer?
Well, honestly, I don't want to talk about that yet, but I actually was just recently got back from anime convention today. I don't
What?
know if you guys knew.
What?
Yeah, yeah. Will went to an anime convention the other day.
Yeah, and then
Wow.
I know some of you have seen what I cosplayed as. I mean, I know Zike knows, and he loved it. I bet you he loved it.
Run that by me
I mean-
again, Hotshot. Who'd you cosplay
Okay.
as?
Okay, friend. I cosplayed as Hazama from Blaze Blue. I even have pictures online.
Oh my
You
god.
can look at them later. I'll post them later.
Okay.
Basically, and besides what I was doing there is that they also had a video game section, and it wasn't just video games. It was actually Japanese arcade systems.
Oh.
So
Uh-huh.
let me finish. They had an arcade called Groove Coaster. So it's basically a Japanese rhythm game where you have two buttons and buttons are on the dials and you just like hit them to the beat. And they had 3 Blaze Blue songs on there too. And one of the songs they had on there was called Cactus Carnival. Sound familiar?
Does sound fucking familiar.
Yeah, it does sound familiar, does it? So anyway, it turns out it was one of the hardest songs in the game apparently, but for some reason I got 100% when I did that song and I got the top score on it.
That sounds
Jealous yet?
amazing.
Okay, hold up a minute. What was the machine called?
It's called Groove Coaster, I believe.
Groove Coaster. That is so.
It's actually a
there.
really fun arcade machine. It was really good rhythm game. I liked it. I kept hogging the station when people weren't around, and I was doing it in my Hazama outfit too.
So I gotta see that. I gotta see how legit you're, cause I know that Zike cosplays professionally and his shit looks fucking great. I won't lie to you. I gotta see yours. Well, you gotta
Yeah.
impress me.
Yeah, it could have been better. I was missing the eyes, the eye contacts, the one that made his eyes yellow. I actually did have them, but I didn't wear them because it was such a pain in the ass to put on. I kind of just said screw it.
Yeah, I feel
But I'll
I
let
need to
the
teach you how to style wigs.
ya.
oh yeah, that's not actually Hazama's wig. The actual wig for that didn't come in yet, so I had to use an alternative.
was
So
it
that's why
the
it looks weird
Joker's
like
wig?
that.
Was that the
It-
Joker's wig?
It wasn't the Joker's wig actually.
Okay.
It was the hair was too long. I actually the actual wig didn't come in yet, so I went with an alternative that I bought at the convention. So that's why it looks weird. But other than that, it was actually pretty spot on. Like I had everything else spot on. I just needed the eyes and the wig, and then everything else was perfect.
Fuck. All right, nice, dude. So how was the
It didn't
convention?
look bad.
Like-
Yeah,
like-
I mean it was a work in progress, so I'm aware.
Did people ask to
I
take
can
pictures with you?
feel you there.
Like get autographs or anything? Like did people did
Uh,
want to take pictures with you and everything?
Well, there some people did. This one little girl ran up to me, and she was like really young. She's like, "Oh my god, I so love Hazama from Blaze Blue. I want a picture." I'm like, I don't know how you know about this, but okay. And
New
They had a
new
ba-
generation of fighting game players.
they had a maid cafe. So
No.
I'm like, okay, I'll check it out. I mean, the maids, they're okay looking. So this one maid sits me down, and when she's about to take my order, she's like, wait, shouldn't you be playing Central Fiction right now? I'm like, I can't play Central Fiction in America. It's like, yeah, they have arcade machines in Chicago to have it. I've already been playing them. And I'm just thinking to myself, so a bunch of maids have played Central Fiction before I have. Where did I
Wow.
go wrong? I was
Man,
like,
that's gotta feel great.
I'm like, I just feel depressed, but at the same time, I'm at a convention, so I'm not depressed. But how?
Like, were
Dude.
there any like big voice actors or people there that you went to see or shit, or were you just
Yeah,
there?
I didn't
like, hanging out
recognize
with
any. I didn't recognize any, so
you? Okay, okay.
yeah. So
I mean,
what did you
yeah, I
guys
gotta
do?
say from the pictures I saw, of course I didn't see that much. Like I could tell you were cosplaying Hazama, but I couldn't like give you a professional rundown.
yeah, because you don't actually see the entire costume in the pictures, so
I think from what I saw, you could probably do with some makeup.
yeah.
And I know that sounds stupid, but for
I know, no,
cosplay,
it's
you gotta
eyeliner.
put on
I
makeup.
didn't have eyeliner.
Oh.
I was missing
And
that.
I would suggest for your skin tone putting on a foundation that's a little lighter.
Yeah. That's why I
'cause
didn't enter the cosplay contest.
You're not like tan, but you're kind of dark for Hazama.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I mean, I have to do it for my cosplays as well. I take a skin tone that's just a tad lighter than mine.
Fucking
Yeah.
senpai over here. Holy shit. That's that
Hey, when
cool
it comes
shit.
to cosplay, I am the senpai there. I gotta
Yeah, but
admit.
maybe you could have joined. You could have went over to Milwaukee and joined like the 50 million Kirito cosplays I saw.
Oh.
It's
Holy
been 4 years. How is it still so popular?
Okay, so here I'm gonna give you a rundown of the cosplayers I saw. Here's one half. One half is either Deadpool, Undertale, Kahito, or Dipper from Gravity Falls. The other half is actually efforts that have been made to cosplay something else.
Great.
Okay, well, okay. Yes, I have my Kirito cosplay, but that's like I wouldn't say that's my trump card, but it's probably my most recognized and my most professional cosplay I have. Not that I mean, pretty much all my cosplays are professional, but I get a lot of press for that one. Not just because the character is popular, but because it looks pretty good. And I can say with a pretty good amount of confidence that my Kirito looks better than any other Kirito, at least in my state, probably in like the southeast.
Zike is top tier, and he'll always play top tiers. That's basically what I'm hearing. That's literally
Wait,
the same
but
argument.
Kirito's actually low tier in Dengeki Bunko.
Yeah, they actually had that at convention too.
Yeah, but
I just said.
but he's high tier in fucking cosplaying leagues, apparently.
That's true.
So like literally,
They
if you're,
actually,
go on, no, go on, Will.
I was gonna say they actually had that game at the anime convention, but I didn't play it because I'm like, oh, I could play that, or I could play the Street Fighter V arcade machine right next to it.
How'd
So
that
guess
go?
which one I did.
Did you scrub
Do you know
anybody?
what I got 50-50. I scrubbed and got scrubbed.
Okay.
And you know why?
Were you
I didn't
playing
complain
Geef or were you playing Birdie?
I was playing Geef. And you know what the funny thing is? When I lost, I didn't complain because there was no rollback.
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
Yo,
So,
they
I took those losses like a man.
yo, they couldn't alt tab to fuck you over. Fuck that.
Right?
That's
I'm
not
like-
actually what does it.
Yeah, it is.
It's one way to do it.
Yeah,
There actually is a theory on that.
if a match starts and they alt tab back in the game, they'll see the match just fine, but you'll see them teleporting.
Yeah.
It's an exploit right now. Which sucks.
Hopefully
Man, they
fixed.
really do need to fix that.
Mhm.
You see why I don't? You see why I complain about it now?
No,
Yeah,
I understand. I understand. Mike Z wrote a piece. He's like, all they need to do is do synchronization, like fucking GGPO. But guess what? Capcom doesn't have GGPO. They're just using their own bootleg shit. So whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd be okay.
On one hand,
Go
on one hand, GGPO is kind of expensive. Like that makes sense. But if you're gonna put out a fighting game on this magnitude with this much of an emphasis on the netcode, you have to get it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And GGPO is the way to get it right.
Well, it's one thing to have both people like teleporting around. That means both players are getting the lag. That's fine. But if one person's getting the lag and the other person's getting near flawless play, then you can't say that's not an issue because you can't really blame people for complaining about that because it's really one-sided. And so that's why if I win matches or lose matches online, I don't boast about my skill because either I was lagging or the other person was. So that's why when people try to brag about their online play, I just don't give a shit.
The strange thing that's been happening with me with Street Fighter V is that, like, in ranked, when I've been playing ranked, it's been fine. Everything has been fine for the most part. Like, there's been a couple instances where both people just teleport around for a little bit and we both stop, throw a few punches just to see if it's all right, and then get back to the match. But whenever I'm playing in lounges with you guys or other people that we know, it's fucking terrible. Like, I don't know why.
I don't
But
know.
I'm pretty sure all of us have been getting fucked by their fake netcode, by Capcom's fake netcode. with
Well,
Street
when
Fighter.
me and Wool play, it's not the worst, and when me and Nathan play, it's not the worst. But when me and Rekka play, or when me and you play, sometimes it's pretty bad. I don't know. But we segued fucking hard. Mark, what the hell have you been up to?
Oh, I've just been playing Flash games throughout most of the week. Not really much.
What?
I mean, I helped you with Resident Evil 1 for a little bit.
Yeah, we did start doing that, didn't we? Yeah.
Dude, that was funny as fuck.
Yeah. What Flash games?
Not really much. I mean, just been browsing a lot on Congregate.
You're
Have you found any you were really attached to?
Let me look at the name real quick.
you're dancing around the subject. You shit.
A Flash game named Crush. It's basically an idle dating sim. The the dialogue in the game is really clever, and the portraits that they have for the girls in the game are pretty well made too. So
That's what I was
Okay,
getting at.
I'm gonna give some background here because Mark really loves dating sims, and
Oh. You go for a psych, but I gotta show him something when you're done talking.
okay, and this is the truth. Mark and I first bonded over our mutual love of Honey Pop, and think of it what you will, but that was how we bonded, and that was how we became friends.
Okay, now I know people that view this won't be able to see it, the link, but Mark, what do you think about that? This is a dating sim I found today. It's in Skype. I know people can't see it, but I want you to describe what it is to me.
I'll link it in the video.
oh no, oh.
Yeah. He's referencing this tank dating simulator that's on Steam. I don't know if it's actually on Steam yet, but
It's
of course
on
it just got
Steam,
greenlit.
$10.
I don't know why you would want to date a tank.
You
but
get to tank
okay.
World War II tanks. Mark, isn't that your dream?
I mean, it'd be my friend's dream. He's a real military nut. Jeez.
Sorry, I'm late today, senpai. I forgot my armored skirt.
I mean, let's all be real. Dating sims are the weirdest type of games out there. There's a dating sim where you date birds.
Oh, we know.
Yo, I was so close to making that a vanilla character for VNO. You have no idea.
You're full of shit. Oh man, you should have
Please
did
don't.
the murder. You should have did the murderous bird.
I might still. I mean, for fuck's sake, we have Swiss. I mean, I know that's an old running joke from like AO, but like, fuck. Oh, speaking of, well, since I guess we're all done with introductions, speaking of, I guess we should talk about VNO for like the brief moment because this is the VNO podcast. So being the, in case you know, Cronnicossy, I'm the co-leader of VNO. Fiercey is the developer, so he's basically the leader, even though he passed leader on to me, and everyone keeps calling me the leader. I don't want to be leader, but people keep doing it. They keep calling me. I don't care. So I still think Fiercey is in charge of everything. Unfortunately, there was a time where Fiercey and I made a Tumblr post where we said we're basically done, and that we weren't going to host the AS or vanilla anymore. Well, no, we were going to keep the AS, but we weren't going to host
but
vanilla.
you can go back and redact that. I don't know why you haven't.
We did. Kind of. I made an edit at the bottom underneath where Fiercey signed the post, and I said, you know what, we'll keep the AS up and we'll keep vanilla up, but that's it. Like, you know, there's not going to be any plans for an update. We're not discussing anything. We're just kind of doing whatever right now. And if you want to know...
that's mainly because Fiercey has no work ethic whatsoever, which has always been a source of chagrin for me. But...
Well...
Ouch.
Well, okay, look. Right now, Fiercey is going through a lot in real life. Actually, he's in the process of moving houses as we speak. I'm not gonna say
Again?
I'm not gonna say why. I'm not gonna say what happened, but let's just say it's not very good. And he's been a bit stressed out. The reason I say a bit is because like he kind of goes back and forth between extremely emotional about it and then on Final Fantasy 14. So I don't really know what's going on. But I'll assume that he's okay, and I'm glad. I PM'd him just before. I said I hope everything works out while you're moving, and that's great. But as you can see, this is definitely why VNO has been halted for a little while. And let me tell you this right now, everybody. VNO isn't dead. It's not dead. In fact, honorable
it's
judge.
just kind of drowning a little bit.
Well, because you see, the reason it's drowning is everybody who talks in VNO just talks in Skype. We're all already friends. It's not like we have to meet each other. Like we know each other already. The community hasn't grown like too much. Sorry, excuse me. And another problem is we haven't advertised VNO. Nobody knows about VNO. Even though I made trailers, my channel isn't big enough. We haven't cared to expand. So that's why I told Fiercey not to give up on VNO. Even though he kind of like wasn't, but then sort of was. I told him, let's do one more update, a definitive update, 1.4. And we don't know when that's happening. But whenever it happens, that's when we'll strike when the iron's hot. We'll advertise, we'll get as many people as we can, and that'll probably be the peak of VNO. And then what happens from then on, we'll just leave to the community. Fiercey did...
Well, I mean, it's not like things are going awfully. It's just no one's on the vanilla server, and it's just... Okay, first off, as far as the advertisement goes, I'm quite happy with the amount of people and the people we do have now. I think overextending ourselves isn't going to help anything. I mean, we have instance from individuals like Blue Capo who went and quote advertised us on Attorney Online AO, which got us. It really hurt us in the long run because it got us users who didn't really care. Got us users, and this may not be everyone, but it did get us some people who weren't really comfortable with the Switch and didn't really want to change how they were acting, which hurt us in the long run.
Well, I mean, I think any exposure is good exposure, in my opinion, especially for people who aren't. It's not like okay, beggars can't be choosers, but it's not like we're begging. But we're certainly not choosing either. We're not doing anything. We're in a state of standstill. And you know what? I made a Google form asking people what they would want for 1.4. That's going to be our last stretch, because we're out of update ideas. We've done everything we wanted to do. The only things we can think of is adding unbuyable items and some animator wallet thing so that Novane can make the PvP bot and the bet bot. That's all. That's it. That's all we have in mind. So we made a form to let people ask us what they want. And then we haven't released it to the public yet. I'm not sure when we're going to do that. But right now, if you want to know the state of affairs, I'll just tell it to you straight right now. Nothing is going on. We're like Dizzy and Xrd, doing nothing. We're just there. Basically, we have an update idea in mind. We don't know when we're going to launch it, and Fierce's in the middle of moving and playing Final Fantasy 14.
I mean, our biggest problem is that even if we wanted to do stuff, we can't because none of us can program. The Fiercy is the only one that can do it.
Yeah.
And Fiercy, and we just have zero control over what Fiercy can do because Fiercy works when he wants to, and when he wants to is extremely sporadic.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I never really held it against him. Like, I knew how he is always, and
I have held it against him.
I know you have, and that's why you and him fight all the time. Because if he doesn't, it gets boring after a while. I understand that. I mean, dude, Mark, do you remember the first thing I fucking said after I finished Mark and Leon, the last update for Mark and Leon? I think I said, I quote, "I don't ever want to work on this fucking game ever again." Am I right?
You said something along those lines, yes. You were really, really tired with it. Like, you seemed like you had spent over 4 months on it, like, nonstop. And you really just wanted to go to sleep.
Yeah, like, I understand, like, I never really felt like that before about anything, because, like, I'm like you, Zike, I never agree with what Fierce did, because I'm like, well, if you're a developer, why would you ever want to stop creating? And then after the Mark and Leon RPG, after 6 updates, with Wool finding out the game-breaking one that had no explanation whatsoever, which I don't even...
What was that? You never told me about that.
I think it was whenever you were in one of the dungeons, you read a paper on the wall, and after you read that paper, the game just crashed. And Cron went and looked at it, and the coding was perfectly fine. And he took out the coding and put the exact same coding back in, and it didn't crash anymore.
Yeah, it made no
Question
sense.
mark.
And that sucked for Wool. Go on,
Yeah.
Wool. You explain.
I was gonna say it wasn't like furious, but I'm like, oh, now I gotta sit through this stupid ass dialogue again, and I gotta go through all these monsters that spawn out of nowhere. I just one shot in a way.
The
Make one
dialogue
character
in
really
that game's
overpowered, the
pretty
rest
good.
really not overpowered. So I'm like, okay, this isn't a big deal, but I mean, he's not a AAA developer, so I'm okay with this.
Yeah, thank you.
Speaking of, when's the game coming out?
Again, okay, well, we're segueing hardcore. But in case you guys don't know, context, I made an RPG, which is basically social commentary on AO, like, way long ago. How long? It was a year anniversary. It's a year anniversary of Mark and Lee. I made it a year ago, and the fan fiction it was based on was made 2 years ago. It's basically just a shitty RPG with funny... Probably the strongest part about the game is the writing. Everybody seems to be okay with that. I'm trying hard to make the balance of the gameplay the best part too, but you know, I guess we'll never know. It's done actually. I just wanted to make some CG animations, and then that's it. And then I'll release it. And I want to beta test it for one person. I'll have temp test it, and then after that, that's it. I'll release it. Okay. But back to what we were saying. Basically, VNO right now, I understand why Fierce's doing the way he does, because right now he found the game he likes. He likes playing with you guys or Leon or whatever, Final Fantasy 14. He has something he wants to do. He'd rather do that. He did the same thing with DFO. He did the same thing with I think Steins Gate or something. It's just, it happens, you know? And whenever he feels like working, he'll work. I mean, it's not like he's giving up on it, even though he keeps saying he does to the public. I think he's doing that to fake them out, I think. Although, if you're all wondering what the last Tumblr post is, some cryptic weird shit with like a picture, I don't know. He didn't mention anything about that to me. I don't know what that is.
Apparently, he thought it was funny.
Maybe it's a hint to another update.
That's what I thought.
I sincerely doubt it.
I have no idea what
I
post
think
you're
it's
talking
something
about.
that he thought was funny, that makes sense to him, but obviously doesn't make sense to anyone else. Which
I don't know.
is another thing that kind of, it makes me not furious at him, but frustrated, because he does like shit like this all the time. That he does something that makes sense to him and is funny to him, but doesn't make sense to anyone else or isn't funny to anyone else. And he does this sometimes to the point of being hurtful.
I think someone's a victim.
Cron, you've been on the receiving end of that before.
What do you mean?
Like, you've asked him, like, you've talked to him and told him stuff, and y'all have had private conversations that he just goes and, like, talks about in public because he thinks it's funny.
Oh. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes he... Look, let's just not... We're not talking about Fiercey publicly, okay?
Okay, fine.
I never talk about people behind their backs, and I'm not doing it fucking publicly. All I'm gonna say...
all you need to know is that the relationship between me and Fiercey is very much like Soul Bad Guy and Kai.
Yeah, pretty much. It's so much
We
so...
hate each other, but we're forced to work together sometimes.
So much so that I was gonna make an RPG, Zike and Fiercey fuck shit up, but I'm probably not. I don't know. But
Probably not going to. Like, you've hated the Mark and Leon RPG for a while now.
the only reason I'll consider doing it is to test out new things. Like I wanted to do a class system, like Bravely Default or one of the many of the Final Fantasy games. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, so we should probably move on to the next topic on our list.
Actually, before you do, the Tumblr post that you were talking about, I'm going to assume it was a reference to Gravity Falls.
Was it?
You know.
Oh, it definitely is.
The picture is from Gravity Falls, and you know, most of the writing reminds me of Gravity Falls.
What the fuck does it mean?
I don't know. Shit.
All right.
I didn't even know Fiercey watched that show.
It ended recently.
I know.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe he was watching it with Leon or something.
Maybe. I don't know.
Anyways.
I doubt it, 'cause Leon's on Final Fantasy all the time. Speaking of which, I'm going to derail us for a sec from the topic list, because I think it's time for the Final Fantasy Power Hour.
Oh
no.
This wasn't on the topic list. You son of
I
a
know.
bitch.
There's been a change. A change
Well,
of plans.
Because Aaron Woolwine, me, and Mark, although Mark's subscription ran out today, we all played Final Fantasy 14 to some extent. I like to think Mark is like the more casual of us. I'm the middle ground, and Wool is just dick deep.
Yeah.
Balls. Dude.
I mean, I just go in, I do my dailies, I get the stuff done for the week, and then I'm done. But Wool, I don't know what you've been doing recently, Wool, because the new patch came out.
Oh, PvP.
Oh yeah, the new PvP mode came out.
That's how you make people cry, because you can actually see the names of the enemies in the new PvP mode. And sometimes you'll get paired up against people you know. Which means you can just target them the entire time, like I did to that one Free Company member. I was going up against another Free Company member, which we just got paired up randomly. So I told my team to focus the crap out of him. It actually worked. Like, he couldn't do anything.
Of course you would.
I'm like, it won us the match.
So I don't think any of us have the new mounts yet, any of the new mounts, because we haven't really worked on it. I don't know about you, Wooly, if you've gotten any of them.
I only got a new minion from the PvP mode. That's all I got.
Okay.
That you basically have to get lucky, literally get lucky, because it's a random drop. But that's all I've gotten so far. That's new.
I want the mounts, But fuck, I do not want to go in and grind for them in Ravana and Bismarck because I hate those fights.
Yeah.
I mean, Ravana is easy after a while.
We failed on it like 10 times.
Yeah, but we learned.
And then Cron's like, I totally know what these guys are talking about.
Nah, it's okay. I go on. I mean, I know a little bit because I hear the best friends talk about Final. Well, I hear Pat talk about Final Fantasy 14 all the time, but that's literally it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually had. Oh, I'm gonna cut you off here. They actually had an April Fool's joke where they turned Final Fantasy 14 into a fighting game. They had a trailer for it that the devs made.
Oh no.
They actually made it look like a fighting game. It looked okay, but we all know it's never gonna happen.
That's
wish.
fucking great.
It was a legit trailer.
I guess
too.
there's Dissidia, but Dissidia's,
It's a weird game.
Appar-
It's not bad. It's
Apparently, Dissidia is coming out with a new game that has 3v3. And you think that sounds like the coolest shit ever. The downside is it's PS4 only, and the other two people are you controlled. You have to switch between them, and that just kills it.
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
So yeah, and when you're not controlling them, it's AI controlled. So fuck that.
Oh. I thought it was like actual 3-on-3 match. Oh.
Yeah. No.
Speaking of
Like
MMOs,
recently-
I'm sorry, go on.
Recently, I haven't been playing as much as I wanted to because I've been going into Black Desert, and obviously it's really hard to play 2 MMOs at the same time. But, man, some of the groups I get for one of the new boss fights, Midas, for the Midas fights just are idiots. And it's ridiculous. Like, these fights are easy. And yet, when you get a bad group, it's a bad time. Cue Megalovania.
I'll be sure to edit that in. Don't worry.
What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say that literally before this podcast started, I got Second Awakening on my Soulbender, so that's on DFO. Yeah, thanks.
Hey, I mean, I'm ready to go back into DFO anytime y'all want to. Like, I'm max level. All I have to do is the raids. Like, that is all that's left for me in the game.
Well, I was actually talking to Mark about that. Wait, no, I was talking to you too about this. Actually, both of you. Like basically, the end game for me, in my opinion, for DFO is getting the gear to fuck people up in PvP. Because the last
you have
time,
to raid for that.
yeah, I know exactly. Because the last time we tried PvP, me, Mark, Zike, and Wool got fucked up by one Blade Master. One.
It was
We got bodied.
It was so bad. I fucked up so bad. I should have had him, but I made so many mistakes.
Yeah.
I tried the little cheap tactic where I just wild cannon spike off camera. I whiffed it. It was really embarrassing. Sometimes it works on people. Sometimes it doesn't.
Dude, Wool is like our anti-Blade Master, because whenever the Blade Master comes in with super armor, Wool's like, fuck that, and grabs him.
He has more super armor.
Pretty much.
That's why I always think grapplers are the king of super armor. Because not only do they have a lot of super armor, they can beat super armor with grabs too.
Well, don't say that just yet, because the Elven Knights are legal now, so...
Fuck.
They're 18 now?
Fuck
Okay.
The
us.
Elven Knights are legal, and the Konoichis are legal. I'm not sure if Shadow Dancers are legal, because they're brand new, so I don't know yet.
They're probably not.
Maybe. No, well, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. But,
Man, I still want them to add that Lancer class that we saw the trailer for in Korea.
well, it's not
That's
even
been
out
a
in...
while.
Yeah, it's not even out in Korea yet, so we're definitely not getting it anytime soon. I want Second Awakening for Female Slayer already. Fuck. But yeah, no, I'm okay with getting into DFO. It's just literally I'm preparing. Like, I'm getting my Soulbender to 85. My Blade Master is 84, or my Weapon Master, Noblest, whatever. Once they're both ready, yeah, I guess we can just go straight into raiding dailies, and then that's it. I don't really care.
I mean, that's you do that to get the gear, and then the gear is what you need to get better in PvP.
Yeah, well, you have to get
Like,
uniques.
the other thing is doing the daily Tower of Despair, which even I'm bad about because I haven't played in a while. But, like, if you just do the daily tower, eventually that gives you the best gear in the game.
Well, me and Mark get fucked in the butthole by the Tower of Despair.
Like, damn, the people in that are a little bit too strong.
Yeah.
That's why it's the Tower of Despair.
I know, but fuck, dude. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, I can't get past floor 2 on my Noblest, and people say that class is cheap. Jesus Christ. Whatever.
I could only get to floor 5.
But yeah, I'm totally down for raids, whenever. But oh, that's a segue that we didn't even plan. Apparently next on the list is debate time, quote unquote.
Yep.
So.
So I'll get into it by talking about some of the new King of Fighters 14 stuff that came out.
Here we go.
So recently we've seen more and more trailers from KOF 14. 3 more characters came out. I can't remember their names. Like the little guy with the claws that kind of looks like Freddy Krueger. They announced him. They announced Shen. But the big one for me is a couple weeks ago they showed Terry off. And fuck, I hate Terry's new design. Now this is me.
Ooh.
I've played Terry in every single KOF game. Terry's like my main guy. I wear my Fatal Fury hat all the time. And I absolutely hate his new design for KOF 14. I don't really care about the graphics. The graphics look fine to me. But
I mean, look. All right, hold on. Can you guys send the screen cap comparison of, or just like a picture of both, the new?
Don't
one
worry,
and the old one?
I'm on it right now.
Yeah,
I'm
so,
on it right now.
So you can give me and Wool context to this.
I mean, I don't
Yeah, are you
really
getting
care
new Terry and
too
I'll get old
much
Terry?
because I'm probably
Yeah,
gonna
I'll
be
get
playing
new
Central
Terry.
Fiction by then.
Well, Central Fiction doesn't even have a date yet, does it?
No, but apparently they have
okay.
machines in Chicago, so
Well,
yeah,
I mean, that's...
But it doesn't have a date yet.
yet.
Honestly, with Pokken coming around, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna hop straight into Revelator right away. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I don't know. As far as oh, okay, that's Terry's old design, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm assuming you'll edit the image on.
Yeah. And then I did
I'm
see.
looking for the new one.
I did see the new one though, and honestly, I thought it was okay. I don't know.
It looks the same. Like there's
Okay.
smaller details in there.
Okay, hold on. I wouldn't say it looks the same. I wouldn't go that far.
There are small differences in between
Dude,
this
he has
design
sleeves
and
now.
the
He
last
shouldn't
time.
have. He should only have sleeve if he has the leather bomber jacket. That's the only time Terry should have sleeves.
Oh, he has sleeves. Like, what's so bad about changing his design a little, giving him a new design for a new
I thought
game?
Camp and Street Fighter 5 looked awesome.
Fucking fuck.
What?
I thought Ken
I didn't even hear what he said.
Ken in Street Fighter 5 looked pretty good as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he looked
Yeah, he
he looked
does.
really handsome. He had like those 5 mile eyebrows. Oh man, that's so hot.
Okay. From the neck down, Ken looks fine.
That doesn't. Oh, what?
But
What?
Go on. Nothing. Go on. Well.
okay, so you seen Ken's face, right? His eyeballs are like 2 planets wide, and then his eyebrows are 5 miles high, and then he looks like a fucking banana. I don't know.
Anything.
It doesn't get any better if you use the yellow costume.
Anything looks better than Street Fighter 4 or anything. So I'm alright with it. Honestly.
Now, I mean, I can agree with you there. Like, anything is better than Street Fighter 4. I'm happy we're getting the alpha costume, and I'll probably use it some, but I'm really like Ken's new design. But if we go back to Terry, like, Terry has had the same design for, well, like 20-something years. And
That's the best picture I can find, sorry.
Wow.
that's not a great picture, but
Okay. He looks a little different than I remember. Actually, I saw the trailer when it first came, or I saw the screen caps when it first came out. Wearing the hat, does he wear the hat backwards, or is that just?
No,
what he's
he
doing?
turned it backwards for a super.
I was gonna say.
he always does he's always turned the hat backwards for a super.
Okay, I was gonna say. You know who he reminds me of? He just looks like Leon Kennedy to me. Sorry.
Here, this
No.
is a better picture.
Okay.
I was about to post that picture.
I don't know. Well, what do you think
About King of Fighters 14.
about the design for Terry?
Okay. Let me take a better look at it.
Go
Oh
for
my
it.
god, he looks oh wow, he looks pretty hot. I don't know, guys.
Fuck
That's
you.
nice. Oh man, he looks exactly like Ken with those eyebrows.
And
and he
Jin.
looks like a Oh yeah, he looks like Jen. He looks like a banana. Yeah.
Fuck you.
Clean your keyboard. You gotta clean your keyboard. It's sticky.
Yeah.
So I just
Okay.
you got sticky keys on. You'd even press shift, motherfucker. Anyways,
I don't even get what you mean by that.
shut
But-
up.
The reason I'm
He's
not
gonna
a fan
call
of
us
the new
something
design is
extremely racist.
No.
A, he shouldn't.
Go on.
A, Terry shouldn't have sleeves. Like, he's never had sleeves. And
Go on.
B, there's writing on the hat, and there shouldn't be. The only writing that should be on the hat should say Fatal Fury and nothing else.
What does it say on the hat? I can't even see.
Man, it doesn't. I tried looking at it in the trailer, and it looks really blurry, so I can't fucking read it.
It says Hungry Wolf.
What? Why?
Because Terry has like this tagline as the wolf.
I mean, that's kind of retarded, but alright. Sure, whatever. Alright, look. Oh, sorry, I accidentally raped the mic. Alright, look. I think the design definitely looks different, but I don't think it looks bad. I mean, are you going to stop using Terry because of the design?
No, I won't be able to play the game at all because it's PS4 exclusive.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, we're all done.
Except for me.
Fuck.
I mean, I got a PS4 way over there.
You do?
Fuck you,
Yeah, my brother's got a PS4.
What? Fuck.
Yeah,
motherfucker.
Aaron's got a PS4 in the other room.
Damn.
He's got that room set up more like a gaming room than I do in here, so.
Well, with anything you want to say, Mark and Zike, because this is your debate.
Man, I mean, they barely changed his design by putting writing on the back of his jacket by adding sleeves to his jacket and changing the writing on his hat. And you're going nuts about the design being changed whenever it's small things like that. I really don't get it.
Well, because Terry's been like this iconic character for 20 years, and so to change your big icon like that is like to change Kyo makes sense because they change him every game, but to change Terry, who has been the same for like 20 years, like his hair looks fine. From the waist down he looks fine, but the jacket just looks hideous, and I think the white stitching is kind of over accented. Is what I meant to say. I can pass the writing on the back of the jacket.
Well, I mean, look, okay. With every fighting game, you always have to redesign something, especially when you're going from 2D to 3D like that, I would say. But I guess the defense there for you would be that they didn't change Kula. And I like Kula, but they didn't change her that much. Like, at all, I don't think. So, you're right.
And they didn't change Billy Kane, like, at all. They didn't change K-Dash at all.
I don't know what to tell you, man. All I can say, this is your debate. You decide when it ends, because I realize that the next topic is something about politics or something. Or
No,
was it...
God, no, that's never gonna end. I don't care who wins, that's not gonna end. I can care less if Zike knows more about me. It's not going to end. We're not having it on a podcast. No one wants to listen to two idiots bitch about Bernie Sanders and anything else, okay? Okay, if you bring up politics, I'm gonna bring up something completely irrelevant and we're gonna go with it.
Okay,
I've
we
got
won't
that
bring up
settled.
politics then. That was what I was planning, but we won't do that, I guess.
What the hell are you going to talk about anyways?
We were gonna have the debate between who I'm supporting, Bernie Sanders, and who Wooly is supporting, Marco Rubio.
No, I
Who
said
is-
I was supporting Iron Tiger. Did you not listen? I
There you
said
go.
Iron Tiger. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you got Ms. Marco Rubio from, man. I don't know what you're talking about. I said
Marco
I wanted
Rubio, who's wavering on
No,
supporting...
I said I wanted an Iron Tiger as president, and you disagreed. You said you wanted Bernie Sanders, so I don't know where you're getting this information from. Cough, cough. But we don't want to derail the subject any further, like. But everyone
Well,
knows
there
Bernie
is the
Sanders.
sweet-ass animation of Bernie Sanders
But-
as
but-
One Punch Man.
But I don't care. Can One Punch Man grapple ISIS? Exactly. I think we know who wins here. Okay, moving on.
Okay.
But does Taker just drop in and start grabbing them?
Yeah.
The best president just takes matters into his own hands.
This is the power of science. Sorry. Go on.
You just
As
see
he
a bunch of ISIS
360s an ISIS soldier.
You just see a bunch of ISIS soldiers flying across the streets, and then you realize they're being magnetized.
Get over here.
Jesus Christ.
And then you see a bunch of U.S. soldiers like from the distance. You just see a giant rocket coming from the ground. They're like, "What is that?" Like, "Oh, it's just a Tiger." And they look very closely. It's a bunch of ISIS soldiers about to get King of Tigers.
Oh my god.
Jesus. Alright, fine. Then if you're not going to discuss that, which is fine, I don't care. But I know there was one more. Something about Sonic and Elise and some fucking thing. I don't know.
Well, before that, I want to say something about Terry's design. I think you're right about the white stitching on the jacket. I think if they switched to black stitching or something like that, it would have been a lot, what's the right word?
Stylistic. Better. Appealing.
It would look a lot better, I guess. The white stitching makes it stand out a little.
The sleeves look alright if there wasn't the big ugly patch on one of the sleeves and the stitching was less accented. The hat, though, there's no passing on the hat.
No, the hat looks fine. I still don't know what you're freaking out about.
It should say Fatal Fury, or it shouldn't say anything.
Oh boy. Alright, about Sonic. What the fuck were you guys going to discuss?
Oh, man.
Mark claims that Sonic Boom is not that bad.
It isn't. It isn't.
To which I disagree, and I say it's fucking terrible.
Well, Wool, do you have anything to say about the matter that isn't Tager related?
No, not really. I'm just kind of jealous that a bunch of mates played Central Fiction and I haven't. I don't know.
I'm kind of jealous too, actually. I'm jealous for you.
At least the good news is that I know where they have machines in Chicago now. So, other than that, that's as far as I'll go. We won't derail it anymore. What?
Gadget finger loops, soon to be yours.
Yes.
Alright, anyways. Alright, so look, here's my stance on the subject, because I've played both, actually. Sonic Boom was painfully mediocre, I would say. Sonic 06 was unfinished. It was an unfinished game.
Well, Sonic Boom wasn't finished either.
It wasn't?
Have
No.
you seen the bugs?
I mean...
In the credits, one of the credits that the people making the game have listed was sleep deprivation.
Oh.
They really worked hard on that game, and they never got to finish it because Sega decided, hey, Sonic 06, let's try to do that again. And they released an unfinished game expecting it to do well, and it didn't do well.
Okay, well, listen. Sonic
But
06...
my point is, I don't think that Sonic Boom is the second Sonic 06. Every Sonic fan treats it like it's, oh my god, Sonic Cycle, good games, and then slightly mediocre games, and then Sonic 06.
I mean...
And
Go on.
And I don't believe Sonic Boom's, that game.
Okay. Well, listen, with Sonic 06, there was a reason. I mean, they had a hard line to make. It was fucking ridiculous. It was Christmas. I think it was like the anniversary of, it was like 15th, I think? Or it was some anniversary year.
It was the 15th anniversary. They also released Sonic Genesis on the Game Boy and Sonic Riders on the GameCube.
Yeah, so there was a hard line. I'm guessing like it just wasn't ready, but they had to. They had to do it for the deadline. And as an unfinished game is a delayed game is better than an unfinished game always, which is why I'm holding back on Mark and Leon specifically. And I don't know. Like I don't think Sonic Boom was to that extent. Like, I'm not even mad at Sonic 06. Like, I didn't beat it because I didn't fucking want to, and I couldn't. I kept dying for bullshit reasons. But
I beat it.
I really didn't want to. Like, it was just so ugh. But I don't know, like it just kind of struck me as not sinful, like a lot of the community seems to say. I just think it was a poor decision to release it when they did. As for Sonic Boom, I think Sonic Boom was just mediocre. I don't know. Like I have nothing more to say about it, really.
I liked it.
Which one, the DS version or the console version?
Both.
I don't know.
The DS version is clearly the superior version out of the both of them, but I liked both.
Okay, so with the console version, the graphics are PS2 era. That
They're
is
good
not
PS2
acceptable in
graphics. They
2015.
look good.
They don't look good. That's not acceptable for 2015. Compare them to the graphics of the last game, Sonic Lost World. They're much inferior.
I won't disagree with you there. They are they have much inferior graphics compared to Lost World.
I kind of like the TV show. I kind of like the TV show a lot. Just saying.
The TV show is really funny, and the comedy.
The TV show is good.
The TV show comedy is also about as funny as the as some of the dialogue in Sonic Boom.
Sonic Boom's dialogue is not funny. They say the same one-liners with their one-note personalities.
I'm not talking about dialogue during the gameplay. That stupid dialogue can just, stop.
Oh
You can
boy,
turn-
rings! Wow,
Yeah,
another bounce
oh
pack.
my god, so many rings. Man, it's like these roads are built for me. Oh man, he
How
says
can you say
annoying.
that's passable? How can you say that
I'm
dialogue
not
is
talking
passable?
about the stuff during gameplay. I'm talking about the cutscenes. The cutscenes are so good. I really love the stuff with Eggman. Eggman's really well written in that game.
Yes, the cutscenes that are missing integral and very much needed sound effects to have that has the same mistakes that Ride to Hell Retribution had, with crucial sound effects and music cues just missing and cutscenes being eerily silent.
Well.
They
For
had
example,
lobbies, right?
the big snake starting like a big machine, and there being just no sound effect for the machine starting.
I swear they had a sound effect there. Maybe it's a bug or something, because I swear I've heard the sound effect.
Well,
I'm just glad I had a folder of cat girls to look at while you two were talking about that. So I just wanted
Do
to
you
throw that out
have the
there.
ones from Necopara?
Yeah, I definitely do. You want some?
No, I got Necopara 1, 2, and 0 right here.
yo,
You
Oh,
treat
okay.
cat girls like it's goldfish. Hey, you want some?
You know, Mark, I'm in a completely different Discord group where it's all about not safe for work stuff. So that's why I'm getting all of this.
Oh, okay.
hey,
I mean,
That's
that's what
disturbing
Google's.
and not surprising.
pass that invite.
I mean, that's what Google's made for.
Pass that invite right here, Wool. Wool, hit me up. Hit me up, okay? Okay. Anyways, we're actually closing in on time here. It's about to be an hour. We got like 5 minutes free. If I know right here in the next bullet point it says plans for next week. This isn't going to be a weekly podcast, I'll tell you that right now, because we do not have enough to discuss weekly.
Well, that was when I was I thought it was going to be a weekly podcast.
I know. But we'll probably be monthly, most likely. And the next episode, I know for a fact, is going to be about AO. AO history, AO past, AO everything. I'm definitely going to have Wool there, because Wool is like the...
People still think I developed it.
He was the big G of AO.
I keep telling you about. No, I didn't make it. I just liked it back then, back when cases were actually good. But now people are too critical about it, and they care more about winning than having fun. So I'm like,
It's just
okay,
really good.
bye guys. And then people are like, oh, why did you leave? Like, oh, it's not crap. I'm like, well, maybe most of the cool people I had with it, they were, they actually wanted to have fun. They care less about losing. But now you people kind of fucked it up. So don't blame me.
Though,
That's all I gotta say.
it sucks that I wasn't friends with Wool. Oh, you know what? I guess we can save it for the podcast. We'll save it for the podcast.
Save it for next episode.
Yeah, save
so.
it for next episode.
Yeah, but so yeah, I'm gonna have Wool there. I want to have Omni there. I want to have Omni there so bad, but I have
Dude,
no
do you know
idea.
how hard it is to get a hold of Omni?
I know me and him spoke recently. He's a great guy. I love talking to him. I'm gonna try to get Omni. Who else? I would love Fanat, even though I can probably get Fanat through Fiercey. He probably wouldn't want to talk anyways. I would love to have Fiercey, but he doesn't want to talk anyways. I guess Mark, because Mark was there for the heyday of the RPs and the Ashley server. I would love to have.
I got plenty of stories about that.
Hearts,
Oh no.
No,
The
you don't want Heartsa on a podcast.
I don't see
You
a
can't
problem with it.
understand him.
No.
Literally, or
I
No,
mean,
I literally can't
normally
understand
whenever
what
me, Cron, and Hearts are in a call, I'm the negotiator between the two because he can't understand what Hearts says, and I do.
And you don't want that on a podcast.
I would like to have Leon, but like I don't know. Leon's been kind of missing in action despite my attempts to talk to him.
He's just on Final Fantasy all the time.
yeah, he is right now.
Like, all the time.
He is right now.
Well, fuck. Well, I would like Leon because Leon was also there for the heyday, and he went around more than I did in AO. Like he knows about the other servers. I would like Novane, but I'm not sure. Novane.
Okay, well, you can't have that many people. I think 4 is probably the max you want.
All right. So then Wool, Mark, and if I can't get Omni, I'll settle for Novane or Drax. But I would prefer Novane because he was kind of like way before Drax. Unless you guys have better ideas.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know who else. Oh man.
I'm trying not to be insulted.
No offense, Zike, but you weren't there on AO.
I never seen you on AO before, like ever. I first met you whenever we were in VNO Alpha.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, I mean, like, I just want people who are at AO, the heyday, who know everything about it, who know all the drama, who know all the shit. That's it. And I told you this, like, come on, don't even get insulted now.
I'm okay.
Anyways, any plugs, anything, Zike, anything you wanna get in there?
Let's see. I think I'm gonna. I've been doing a lot more music, so I'm probably gonna start uploading more music to my YouTube channel, Zikon, Zikeonz.
All right. Oh yeah, and you made the intro and do you have an intro and an outro or just an intro for the podcast?
Intro and outro.
Okay, you actually made the intro and outro for the podcast that I'm going to edit in because no one knows what it sounds like yet.
I don't know what it sounds like.
Yeah, PM me that after this, by the way.
Yep.
What about you, Mark? Any plugs?
Watch Cron's channel. I'm in a lot of those videos.
Everyone here is, literally. But, alright. I mean, sure. But you're just plugging me. Plug something else. Plug some game you like.
Plug some game I like. I don't know. I mean, I play mostly visual novels and, dating sims. I got nothing to plug. Hey, Sonic Boom was a good game. You guys should play that.
Fuck you.
Smash 4 community getting a little slow. Everybody doing that.
Oh my god. Alright, Wool, how about you? Any plugs?
Yep. No. That's all I got.
Oh, come on.
Commenting.
Nothing? Oh my god. Alright.
I was too busy looking at girls again to pay attention to what you were asking about. So.
All right, Necopara. Everybody play that.
Okay, I'm gonna go play that.
volume.
God damn it,
Every
Mark.
volume.
Actually, I have Volume 2 with the the 18 plus patch that I uploaded and I gave it to Leon as a gift. Do you want it, Wool?
Sure, why not?
Alright, cool. Anybody else want it?
Okay, I think we're good for now.
Wait, I didn't plug anything. I want to plug, I don't even know if this counts as a plug, but yo, 18th March, Pokken Tournament. Looks like a hot-ass game. I think everyone should hop on that.
Is that really only 5 days away?
It's coming out Friday, and the first tournament near me is the next day. So I'm getting it day one, and I'm going to practice my balls off. And then I'm going to try
It
to...
has online, right?
It has online, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm getting on that Lucario hype.
Yeah, I'm going to try my best. Are you, well, I want to say, are you getting it, Mark? But I know, like, it's kind of hard.
I'm gonna try my best to get it day one so I can train side by side with you.
Okay, you and or Zike.
I'll be right there with you.
I don't know if there's lobbies.
Lobbies.
I don't know.
Roll back.
Lobbies. Oh yeah, speaking of, Street Fighter 5. When? Lobbies, why? What the fuck?
We don't know.
Roll back.
Like, it's March. It's March 13th. It's mid-March. We don't have a fucking date yet, you fucking assholes. Come on. Holy shit. I'm just saying.
Roll back.
All right.
That is why online play
Okay,
should
I
never be
think
kept
that's
to joke
good.
skill.
I think we're good. All right. We'll see you guys next time. And
Bye-bye.
yeah, go ahead. Okay.
No, goodbye.
All right. That's where the outro's going.